In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Argentina experienced a meteoric rise, defying the odds and emerging as one of the world's wealthiest nations. With vast fertile plains stretching as far as the eye could see, Argentina was blessed with an abundance of natural resources. This, coupled with its strategic location, made it a land of untapped potential. The country's rich soil, perfect for the cultivation of grains and livestock, and its mineral wealth, including silver, copper, and lead, painted a picture of a prosperous future. But it wasn't just the land that was brimming with promise. The people too played a pivotal role in Argentina's rapid development. A wave of European immigrants, primarily from Spain and Italy, flocked to Argentina's shores, drawn by the lure of new opportunities. They brought with them skills, knowledge, and a burning desire to build a better life. The burgeoning population wasn't the only factor that contributed to Argentina's growth. The country also became a magnet for foreign investment. Companies from Europe and North America were quick to recognize Argentina's potential, pouring funds into various sectors from agriculture to industry. This influx of capital fueled the country's economy, propelling it to dizzying heights. Transportation and infrastructure, too, evolved at an unprecedented pace. The construction of railways and ports facilitated trade and communication, further bolstering the economy. With each passing year, Argentina's star shone brighter on the global stage. By the 1920s, Argentina boasted an economy that was the envy of the world. Yet, as we'll see in the next scene, the Argentine Phoenix was about to face its biggest challenge yet. A series of events would shake the nation to its core, marking the beginning of a tumultuous period in Argentina's history. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, let's bask in the glory of the Argentine Phoenix in its prime. At its peak, Argentina stood shoulder to shoulder with the world's strongest economies. Picture the roaring 20s and thriving 30s, an era of prosperity and promise for the South American nation. Argentina was awash with opportunity, its economy booming and cities bustling, an emblem of progress and potential. The country's industries were thriving, with agriculture leading the charge. Vast pampas grasslands stretched as far as the eye could see, dotted with cattle and grain fields. Argentina became the world's breadbasket, exporting wheat, corn, and beef to global markets. This agricultural success story was complemented by a burgeoning manufacturing sector, as factories sprang up in cities like Buenos Aires and Rosario, churning out textiles, automobiles, and machinery. But Argentina's rise wasn't just about industry, it was a cultural renaissance too. Buenos Aires became the Paris of South America, a hub of art, music, and literature. The tango, Argentina's sultry dance, sashayed its way into international popularity, while Argentine writers and artists gained global recognition. And the people? They were living the high life. Literacy rates soared, life expectancy increased, and the middle class expanded. Argentinians enjoyed a standard of living that was the envy of many around the world. The country's infrastructure flourished too, with the development of railways, ports, and public utilities. It seemed as though Argentina was on an unstoppable upward trajectory, a beacon of prosperity and progress. However, the golden age couldn't last forever. The seeds of economic and political turmoil were being sown, setting the stage for a period of instability that would challenge Argentina's standing on the world stage. But as the saying goes, what goes up must come down. In the mid-20th century, Argentina's fortunes began to take a turn for the worse. A combination of factors, like a perfect storm, began to unravel the fabric of its prosperity. First, political instability rocked the nation. The seeds of discord were sown in the early decades with the rise and fall of political leaders, each with their own vision, yet often at odds with the reality of the nation's circumstances. The military coups, the suspension of constitutional rights, the dirty war, all of these sent shockwaves through the Argentine society, causing distress and uncertainty. Then came economic mismanagement. In a world where economies are intertwined, a misstep can lead to a domino effect. Argentina was no exception. The country, once a beacon of economic prosperity, found its policies leading to inflation, then hyperinflation. The peso, once a strong currency, began to lose its value, and with it, the confidence of the Argentine people and the world. Social unrest soon followed. As the economic conditions worsened, so did the living conditions of the Argentinian populace. Strikes and protests became the norm, not the exception. The divide between the rich and the poor widened, and the middle class, once the backbone of the Argentine economy, was eroding. The impact of global events like the Great Depression and World War II also cannot be understated. Argentina, like many other nations, was not immune to their effects. The Great Depression hit Argentina's export-dependent economy hard, causing a sharp decline in foreign trade. World War II further isolated Argentina from global markets, exacerbating the economic woes. By the time the dust of these events settled, the damage was done. The once vibrant, thriving Argentina was now caught in a cycle of economic instability, political upheaval, and social unrest. The golden age of prosperity was now a memory, replaced by a grim reality. By the 1980s, Argentina was a shadow of its former self. The 1980s, known as the Lost Decade, marked a period of hyperinflation, debt defaults, and economic stagnation for Argentina. In the blink of an eye, Argentina found itself spiraling into a vortex of economic chaos. Hyperinflation reared its ugly head, showing no mercy as it obliterated the value of the Argentine peso. Prices soared to astronomical levels, rendering the currency virtually worthless. Simultaneously, the country was defaulting on its massive external debts, causing international investors to pull back and plunging the nation further into economic gloom. Meanwhile, the social fabric of Argentina was being torn apart. The middle class, once the backbone of the nation's economy, saw their savings wiped out and their dreams shattered. Poverty and unemployment rates skyrocketed, and the country's once vibrant cities were now filled with despair and hopelessness. Yet, in the face of such adversity, Argentina did not sit idle. The country took significant steps to stabilize its economy and restore its tarnished international reputation. Economic reforms were enacted, with an emphasis on reducing inflation, restructuring the public sector, and encouraging foreign investment. The Argentine government also began negotiations with its creditors in an attempt to reschedule its debts and ease the financial burden on the country. But these measures were not without their challenges. The process of economic stabilization and debt restructuring was fraught with difficulties and setbacks. The measures were often unpopular, leading to social unrest and political instability. Moreover, although the economy showed signs of recovery in the 1990s, the progress was slow and uneven. Despite these efforts, Argentina has struggled to regain its former glory. The country's journey from being one of the world's wealthiest nations to a state of economic turmoil serves as a poignant reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. And while Argentina continues to grapple with its economic challenges, its story is a testament to the resilience and tenacity of its people. Today, Argentina remains a country of contrasts, marked by its rich history and its ongoing struggles. A nation once poised on the brink of a golden era, now finds itself grappling with economic instability and social inequality. Yet despite these challenges, Argentina's spirit remains unbroken. The Argentine economy, once the envy of Latin America, has seen its share of ups and downs. High inflation, external debt, and a fluctuating currency have all posed significant challenges. Yet, amid the economic turmoil, there are glimmers of hope. The country's rich natural resources, from its fertile pampas to its abundant mineral reserves, provide a strong foundation for potential growth. In the realm of society, Argentina is a vibrant tapestry woven from diverse threads. The pulsating rhythm of tango, the passion of football, the sizzling asado, these are the heartbeats of a nation that refuses to be silenced. Yet beneath the vibrancy, there are issues that need addressing. Social inequality remains a pressing concern, and the quest for better education and healthcare is a constant struggle. In the political sphere, Argentina has been a theater of dramatic shifts. From the populist Peronist era to the military dictatorship and then the transition to democracy, the country has witnessed it all. Today, the political landscape is a complex mix of ideologies and interests, each vying for influence and control. Yet despite the challenges, Argentina's potential is undeniable. Its human capital is rich and diverse, and its natural resources are vast. With the right policies and a commitment to sustainable growth, Argentina could once again rise like the phoenix from the ashes. The story of Argentina serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of economic success and the enduring impact of political and economic decisions. Yet it also stands as a testament to the resilience and spirit of a people who, despite adversity, continue to dream, to strive, and to hope for a brighter future.